Hello, everyone. Namaskar. This is Minnku Buttar of the Circle of Joy, a platform that brings you transformational practices at a deep conscious level and oodles of joy. Welcome to the first season of Funky Chunky Anecdotes, in which I will be bringing fresh perspectives on different facets of life. Easy Ozy, an old English dialect word meaning easygoing or laid back. So, have you been an easy Ozy all your life? It's time to relearn, rewire, and reboot with me every Tuesday. In my first episode, I want to talk about ego, that blasted ego that diminishes and stunts our mental and spiritual growth. हिंदी में जिसको अहंकार कहते हैं. So I want to share this story to drive a point home. Once there was a scientist who mastered the art of making exact human physical body replicas of himself, really perfect. Now, like in everyone's life, Angel Death knocked his door, but this shrewd scientist thought to himself, nope, I'm not ready to leave. I want more name, more fame. So what did he do? He got this wonderful idea and reproduced dozen more of his replicas. Now, Angel Death was so bewildered seeing 13 scientist replicas and obviously unable to recognize the original, returned back in vain. But she was relentless to take the scientist with him, so came back with a trick. Now, this time she stood in front of the replicas and said, "Dear scientist, you have managed everything correctly, but you could not evade a small flaw while reproducing yourself." The scientist hurriedly spoke out, "Small flaw? That is impossible in my work." And boom, he was caught by the angel of death. So I'm trying to say that the moral of the story, as I interpret, is that the ego blinds us to our hardcore realities. So we tend to make minute sounding but majorly damaging mistakes that stunts our growth. So even though we are endowed with great skills and strength, we damage ourselves. So if only we can subside the feeling of all is I and instead propagate the feeling of I am nothing before all, I think we can actually rejoice in God's creation. नम्रता पर अनमोल विचार कर लेना चाहिए. That's what I am trying to say here. So let's see the most interesting part. What are the signs of an egoist, whether it's you or someone else? So, low self esteem, you want the whole world to revolve around you, you are stubborn, hard headed, rude, argumentative, and always insisting you're right. जी हाँ, अच्छा तो शायद नहीं लगेगा ये सुन के, मगर सच्चाई तो ये है कि अगर आप अपने बारे दूसरे लोगों से ये अल्फाज बहुत बार सुन चुके हैं कि बदतमीज हो, खुदा, लड़ाकू, स्वार्थी, तो शायद ईगो मिनिमाइजिंग मेथड्स यानी कि अहंकार को कम करने के तरीके सीख लेना चाहिए. टाइम आ गया है. अब just for a minute, I want you to think of the ego as a GPRS on a car. It's meant to give you only 10% of the input, right? Of course, aside from its intended navigational functions of guiding, but instead, it takes over 95% of the thinking. Do you see? Do you see what the ego is doing? Constantly distracting you from the present moment. And मुजरिब आप खुद हैं, allow करते हैं ये perpetual egoistic chat अपने जहन में. But we do not have to start resenting or hating the ego, because there is good news, and that is that ego can be tamed and diminished to serve you instead of controlling you. Ego diminishing meditation helps you with that. शाहरुख खान का डायलॉग याद है आपको? डॉन को पकड़ना मुश्किल ही नहीं, नामुमकिन है. मेरा डायलॉग इधर ये है, ईगो को पकड़ना और सिमटना मुश्किल है पर नामुमकिन नहीं है। ध्यान से सुनिए ये नेक्स्ट सेगमेंट को।
Keep breathing and stay conscious of your belly rising and dropping as you inhale and exhale. Now simply stay focused on the present moment, allowing yourself to feel the cosmic flush energy flowing through you. It is this beautiful golden light filling every cell of you. Keep breathing this golden light.
Many people who have been using this ego minimizer technique report that over time they find their awareness in the present moment becoming their dominant state of mind, and this is where we can be most powerful and most loving self. And you know what, and I promise you, you will fall in love with yourself once again. It's a beautiful thought जी, बिल्कुल आपको एक बार फिर खुद से मोहब्बत हो जाएगी।
Minku ji, thank you for sharing with me the minimizing ego meditation. It has benefited me a lot and helped me a lot. Thank you for sharing with me once again.
Hi, this is Ankita Sure. I'm a PR and brand consultant. And like how they say, communication is key when it comes to PR and communication business. But what happens when your communication is ruled by your ego or anger? Yes, that's what has happened to me. And I'm really happy that I took this amazing workshop by Minnku Buttar under the Circle of Joy, wherein she introduced me to a beautiful ego meditation. It has certainly helped me to control my anger, think in a wiser perspective, and then act on it. And now the communication is pretty much clear that I do with anyone around me, be it my colleagues, my friends, or my family. And I personally can see the change where my communication, my feelings are not ruled by ego or anger. And that's what it is all about. Thank you, Minnku, for helping me with this meditation. Thank you.
It has helped me in realizing my self talk, what was happening in my head.
Hope that was helpful for all of you. You can go to my YouTube channel, Minnku Buttar, and hear the ego minimizing meditation as much as you want. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you get the episodes live every Tuesday. उम्मीद रखती हूँ कि आप ईगो मिनिमाइजिंग मेडिटेशन मेरे YouTube चैनल पर जरूर सुनेंगे, जितनी बार भी जरूरत महसूस पड़े, और जाकर लाइक और सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलिए. Next week, I will be back with the juicy word ebullience, that art of staying enthusiastic and lively. This was Minnku Buttar keeping you company while you did what you were doing. Next Tuesday, the Circle of Joy's funky, chunky anecdotes will bring another episode that helps transformational practice at a deep subconscious level. Till then, stay safe and joyful.